My name is Sam, and in this video we'll be talking you through the step-by-step process of how to unbox and acclimatise your new koi. We recommend that you quarantine all new fish in a separate pond away from your existing fish. However, we appreciate that this is not always possible. Regardless of if you're quarantining your new koi or putting them straight into your pond, the following advice still applies. Before your new koi arrive, ensure that the water parameters are stable and safe for koi. The three key water parameters we suggest you test are ammonia, nitrite and pH. Safe levels of these parameters are the following: ammonia 0.02 mg per litre or less, nitrite 0.2 mg per litre or less, and a pH between 6.5 and 9. Moving to a new environment is stressful for a fish. Stress reduces the effectiveness of a koi's immune system, making it more susceptible to the effects of a poor environment. As a result, it is vital to ensure that your water quality is faultless before introducing any new fish. Koi are sensitive to temperature fluctuations, so make sure that your pond or quarantine tank is set to an appropriate temperature. All of our sales koi are in unheated tanks, similar to that of the ambient temperature of an outdoor pond. If you have an indoor heated system, consider turning the heating down prior to the arrival of your new koi. As we have already mentioned, stress reduces the effectiveness of a koi's immune system. As a result, this leaves the koi vulnerable to parasite infection. It's essential that if you are adding new koi to a pond or tank with an existing population of koi, that they are clear of parasites. Koi can carry a low level of parasites without showing any signs of stress. Your existing koi may look healthy, but they could be carrying parasites that will quickly spread to the new koi and take advantage of their stressed and weakened immune system. As a result, it is key that you check for parasite infections prior to adding any new koi. This is done by taking a skin scrape from the existing fish. We have a video fully explaining how to do this. I'll leave a link down below. Last, but by no means least, we have salt. We advise that any koi purchased from us that are under 1 year old, as a precautionary measure, are moved into a pond or tank containing salt. This includes our koi fry or small koi mixes. There is no harm in salting the pond for the introduction of fish over 1 year old, as this will benefit them too, but we find it more essential for the younger fish. When a fish experiences stress, their body releases hormones and neurotransmitters that make the fish breathe faster, overhydrate and lose salt. This can lead to an osmotic imbalance, the most life-threatening impact of stress. The only way to counteract this is to add salt to your water. To counteract the impact of transport stress, we recommend that you raise the salt level in the pond to 0.75%. This level should be held for 1 week before being slowly reduced by your regular weekly water changes. We have a useful article going into much more depth about salt. I'll leave another link down in the description. Once the correct dose of salt has been calculated, you can add this to the pond by slowly sprinkling it over the water, all in one go. You don't want to see piles of salt on the pond floor. If so, you're adding it too quickly and you need to sprinkle it in more carefully. Right, now that you're fully prepared, it's time to take delivery of your new koi. It's worth noting that the box will be heavy, up to 20 kilos, so if you aren't able to lift this weight, you want to ensure that you'll have someone there to help you, as the driver will not be able to bring the box into your house for you. First, you want to carefully open the box. We find that carefully cutting the tape is the easiest way of doing this. At the top of the box, you'll find some care leaflets. Put these to one side and we'll come back to these later on. In the summer months, the box may have an ice pack in with the koi to keep them cool. This is a small white bag under the fish, and you can either dispose of this or wash it, refreeze it and use it again. Carefully lift the bag without making any sudden movements and place the bag onto the water. You are going to leave the bag floating like this for 30 to 60 minutes so the temperature in the bag can acclimatise to the temperature of the pond. At this point, it is key that you do not open the bag, and the bag must be floated unopened. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make. Whilst waiting for the bag to acclimatise, this is the perfect opportunity to read the care leaflets that came with your koi. This will be the best 10 minutes you can take in terms of caring for your new arrivals. Pay particular attention to the moving koi to a new environment section and basic guidelines for keeping koi. Even for the most experienced koi keeper, there is some very useful information in there. 60 minutes have now passed, and it's time for you to release the koi from their bag. The easiest way to open the bag is to cut the top off with some scissors. Straight away, remove the koi from the bag. With small fish, this can be done with a net, or with the larger, bigger fish, this can be done by hand. There are some common practices that people do at this stage that we do not recommend people do. Do not pour the water in your pond. This water is likely to have a high level of ammonia, so it's best practice to pour the water away. Do not dip your koi in medications such as PP. Do not salt bath your koi. Salt should only be used in a safe level in the pond itself. Do not feed your koi for the first 24 hours to allow the koi and the water time to settle. Do not handle your koi for the first few days. Netting them unnecessarily will only stress the koi more. Newly moved koi may jump, so it's a good idea to put up jump barriers around your pond or a net over the top. Now that your koi are carefully in their new home, your job isn't done just yet. Over the next few days, keep a close eye on your new additions. If your koi shows any signs of looking stressed or having any issues, make sure that you have followed the guidelines in this video and in the care leaflet that came with your koi. At the start of this video, we advised the addition of salt for koi under 1 year old to help them settle in, but sometimes older, larger koi can also struggle to adjust to their new environment. There are many different signs of stress, and these include jumping, swimming erratically, laying on the bottom, floating on the surface, flashing, gasping, redness of the skin, and excess mucus. If you followed the advice at the start of this video regarding water quality, parasite checks, but the koi are still acting stressed, we advise that you raise the salt level to 0.75% to help the koi settle in to its new environment. Water parameters can vary vastly in different parts of the country, so koi can struggle to settle from one area to another. But what happens if I checked my water quality, parasites, added salt, but my fish still look stressed? Then get in contact with us immediately, so one of our team of experts can help get to the bottom of what is causing the problem. We can be contacted via email or over the phone. Getting in contact after a koi has died is too late for us to offer any guidance. If you are unsure if your koi is unwell, make sure you contact us as soon as possible so we can help and offer any advice. Rest assured you're in safe hands. We successfully ship thousands of koi across the country each year. We'd like to thank Lewis, who is part of our hard-working farm team, for doing a fantastic job of being our customer in today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and it's helped you prepare for the arrival of your new koi. That's all for today, and if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like. Also check out our channel for more interesting and informative videos.